Shocking new information has come to light from Joe Rogan's podcast. According to what was shared, the US Navy may have come across something deep in the ocean that was so unusual and unsettling, it was classified right away. Now, for the first time, Joe Rogan is talking about what insiders claim really happened, and it's both strange and frightening. If even part of this is true, it could be one of the biggest mysteries ever hidden by the government. On one of his podcast episodes, Rogan spoke about something the Navy saw while exploring deep underwater. This wasn't a case of a blurry fish or a shadowy figure. What they reportedly witnessed moved in a way that didn't match any known animal. The encounter took place far below the surface, in parts of the ocean where sunlight never reaches and very few people have ever gone. Experienced Navy divers who saw it couldn't make sense of what it was. Rogan didn't say it was a sea monster or an alien, but he made it clear that this sighting could change the way we think about life on Earth. Rogan explained that while the ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, we've explored less than 5% of it. In fact, we know more about outer space than we do about our own oceans. There could be entire living systems down in the depths that don't follow any of the biological rules we currently understand. While scientists are already aware of unusual sea creatures like glowing jellyfish and fish that can survive pressure that would destroy a submarine, Rogan thinks there could be life forms even stranger and more advanced than we've imagined. That's why this Navy sighting matters so much. If they found something that doesn't fit into anything we know, it means there's a huge part of the world we still don't understand. Despite our modern technology, reaching the ocean floor is still extremely difficult. The deeper you go, the more dangerous it becomes. The pressure can crush metal, and there is no light. Even the best submarines can't reach certain depths. Most of what we know about the deep sea comes from robotic devices, and even those can only explore small areas. There are still huge sections of the ocean that no one has studied. So when the Navy sees something unusual down there, it not only sparks curiosity but also reminds us how little we truly know about the deep ocean. Joe Rogan also mentioned something that surprised many listeners. NASA is now showing interest in exploring Earth's oceans. Though NASA is known for exploring space, they are now focusing some of their efforts on the dark, unexplored parts of our planet's oceans. At first, it might seem strange, but there's a good reason. The deep ocean shares similar conditions with space: total darkness, extreme cold, and intense pressure. By studying these harsh environments on Earth, scientists can prepare better for missions to places like Mars or the icy moons of Jupiter. This isn't just an idea. NASA is putting real resources into ocean exploration. One goal is to see how technology and even life forms might behave in extreme conditions. By doing this, they can improve the design of tools and machines meant for space. If a device can survive the deep ocean, it has a good chance of working in space too. These tests help NASA learn how materials respond to harsh environments and may even provide clues about how life could exist beyond Earth. During one of his podcast conversations with wildlife biologist Forrest Galanti, Rogan talked about a specific piece of underwater video that left them both amazed. In the footage, a strange creature floated by. It had long, thin limbs that looked like a mix of legs and tentacles. Neither Rogan nor Galanti could describe exactly what it was. It didn't swim like any normal sea animal, and its body seemed almost alien. Its limbs moved in ways that didn't seem natural, and the way it drifted through the water made it feel like it didn't belong on this planet. Galanti explained how rare it is to capture something like that on camera, and Rogan agreed. They were both shocked by how large and unusual the creature looked. Even for experts who have seen many odd sea creatures, this one stood out. They even joked that it looked fake, but the footage was very real and raised many questions. The deep sea continues to surprise scientists and explorers, and now it's even drawing the attention of space agencies. The extreme conditions found in the ocean's deepest places are very similar to those on other planets and moons. With no sunlight, freezing temperatures, and pressure strong enough to crush steel, these areas are the perfect place to test how machines and tools might work in outer space. To explore these deep areas, NASA created a special underwater vehicle called Orpheus. It was made to survive in the Hadal Zone, which is more than 6,000 meters deep. Most submarines can't reach these depths because the pressure is incredibly high, about 1,000 times greater than at the surface of the ocean. But Orpheus is built to handle it. It has a strong structure to survive both freezing cold and crushing pressure. It's also equipped with cameras and instruments to study sea creatures and the ocean floor. More importantly, it serves as a model for how future space equipment could work. The lessons scientists learn from Orpheus could help them design better machines for exploring places like Europa, one of Jupiter's moons that may have an ocean under its icy surface. Orpheus isn't just a robot, it's a high-tech explorer. It carries advanced sensors and cameras that let it see in total darkness and measure what's going on around it. It can go where human divers can't, and it doesn't even need someone to control it directly. This ability makes Orpheus a key part of understanding both the deepest parts of our own planet and the farthest reaches of space. The Orpheus submersible is one of the most advanced machines ever built for underwater exploration. It can move through the ocean without needing a human to control it in real time. This is possible because of its autonomous navigation system, which helps it travel across rough and unpredictable underwater landscapes all on its own. This kind of independence is essential, especially in areas too dangerous for people to explore directly. With its smart onboard system, Orpheus can make decisions while deep underwater. For example, if it sees something sharp or dangerous like jagged rocks, it knows to avoid them. If it notices a patch of coral or an unusual feature, it can decide to take a closer look. It doesn't need instructions from scientists back on land, which is important because communication underwater is limited and slow. Being able to think and act on its own makes Orpheus more efficient and much safer. When something unexpected appears, it quickly adjusts its path or changes where it's pointing its cameras. It can even choose what's most important to study, helping scientists get better results from each mission. Orpheus also has high-tech tools for mapping the ocean floor. As it moves along the bottom of the sea, it creates detailed 3D maps. These maps show underwater landscapes that have never been seen before. Deep canyons, strange rock formations, and ridges formed over thousands of years. This information helps scientists learn more about how the Earth works, especially in extreme environments. The technology Orpheus uses may one day be sent into space. NASA is especially interested in using this mapping system to explore icy moons like Europa, where they believe oceans may lie hidden under thick ice. If there's life in those alien waters, it could look a lot like the creatures found in the deepest parts of our own ocean. What NASA is doing with Orpheus isn't just about Earth. It's about preparing for missions to other planets. Spacecraft exploring other worlds won't be able to get instructions from Earth quickly, so they'll need to handle surprises on their own. Orpheus is helping NASA figure out how to build machines that can do exactly that. For hundreds of years, sailors told stories about terrifying sea monsters. One of the most famous was the giant squid, often described as a beast strong enough to pull down ships and drag sailors into the deep. These stories sounded like myths, but scientists eventually proved that the giant squid is real. Its scientific name is Architeuthis dux, and it is one of the largest invertebrates on Earth. Females can grow up to 43 feet long, and males can reach about 33 feet. The squid has 8 strong arms and 2 even longer tentacles that it uses to catch prey. These limbs are covered in suction cups with sharp edges, making it a very skilled hunter. Despite how it looks, the giant squid isn't out to attack humans. It's built for survival in the deep, dark ocean, not for causing destruction. In the past, the only evidence of these creatures came from dead ones that washed up on shore or from the large scars found on sperm whales, which are known to fight them. But in the early 2000s, scientists finally recorded live footage of a giant squid in its natural environment. This moment was a breakthrough, giving researchers a real look at how the squid behaves, moves, and survives in the extreme conditions of the deep sea, without any tales of shipwrecks or battles. For generations, sailors also feared sea serpents. These creatures were said to have snake-like bodies, horse-shaped heads, glowing eyes, and even fiery breath. Many dismissed these as exaggerated stories, but there may be a scientific explanation. The oarfish, a real sea creature, is believed to be the source of many of these tales. It is the longest known bony fish, growing up to 36 feet long. Its silver, ribbon-like body and bright red fin running along its back make it look otherworldly. It moves slowly in a wave-like motion and is often seen near the surface when it's sick or dying, which happens to be when sailors are most likely to spot it. It's easy to understand how a group of tired sailors could mistake this strange animal for a mythical sea monster. Mermaids are another sea legend that has fascinated people for centuries. They are usually described as having the upper body of a human and the tail of a fish. These beings appear in myths, artwork, and stories from all over the world. Some tales say mermaids brought good luck or protection, while others blame them for leading sailors to their doom. Even famous explorers like Christopher Columbus reported seeing mermaids. Today, scientists believe many of those sightings were actually manatees or dugongs, large, gentle sea mammals that sometimes raise their heads and flippers out of the water in ways that might, from a distance, look like a person. In the middle of a vast ocean, especially after weeks at sea, it wouldn't take much for someone's imagination to fill in the rest. Strange and unexplained events have also happened at sea in real life. In 1918, the USS Cyclops, a huge Navy cargo ship with 306 people on board, disappeared while sailing from Barbados to Baltimore. There was no distress signal, no wreckage, and no sign of what happened. It remains the biggest non-combat loss of life in U.S. Navy history and is often connected to the Bermuda Triangle, a region of the Atlantic Ocean known for mysterious disappearances. Another strange case happened in 1955 with the MV Joyita, a merchant ship that went missing in the South Pacific. 5 weeks later, it was found floating without anyone on board. The lifeboats were gone, and the radio was set to a distress signal, but no messages had ever been sent. The ship was still partly intact, making the absence of the crew even more puzzling. In 1909, the SS Waratah vanished while traveling from South Africa to Australia. It had 211 people on board and disappeared near the Agulhas Current, a dangerous stretch of ocean known for strong currents and violent weather. Despite many search efforts, no trace of the ship was ever found. People sometimes refer to the Waratah as Australia's Titanic because of the tragic loss and lasting mystery. These are not isolated cases. Many similar disappearances have happened in one specific area of the ocean, the Bermuda Triangle. This region, which stretches between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, is known for stories of ships and airplanes vanishing without explanation. Pilots have reported compass problems, sudden weather changes, and even calm seas turning deadly. All of this has helped build the Bermuda Triangle's reputation as one of the most mysterious places on Earth. While no scientific evidence supports the more outlandish theories, like extraterrestrial visitors or supernatural forces, the Bermuda Triangle remains a captivating subject of mystery and exploration. This area, stretching from Miami to Bermuda to Puerto Rico, has been linked to strange phenomena: compass malfunctions, sudden weather shifts, and the disappearance of ships and aircraft under calm conditions. One reason these mysteries persist is the extreme nature of the deep sea. It is dark, cold, and under immense pressure, making search and recovery efforts extremely difficult. As a result, many incidents go unresolved, feeding speculation and keeping conspiracy theories alive. Some theories suggest ancient sea monsters or mythical creatures like the Kraken dwell in the ocean's hidden depths. Others propose unknown species still waiting to be discovered in this alien-like world. Scientists, however, point to more grounded possibilities. Rogue waves, enormous, unpredictable walls of water, can suddenly appear and capsize even the largest ships. Methane hydrates buried beneath the ocean floor could disrupt water density when released, potentially causing vessels to sink without warning. Dead zones, areas with dangerously low oxygen levels, may explain why marine life, and in rare cases, entire ecosystems, seem to vanish without a trace. Despite more rational explanations, public fascination with the unexplained keeps the myths alive. Modern research, aided by sonar mapping and deep-sea submersibles, has helped uncover some answers, but these breakthroughs often raise more questions than they solve. Interestingly, conditions in the deep ocean closely resemble those found on distant planets and moons. This similarity has sparked new scientific interest. By studying Earth's deep-sea ecosystems, researchers hope to better prepare for the potential discovery of alien life. As our technology improves and we explore more of the ocean, some legends may be debunked, while others give rise to new mysteries. The cycle of discovery and wonder continues. Threats to ocean life. A growing crisis. While the ocean remains a realm of mystery and beauty, it is also facing a growing number of man-made threats. Pollution, overfishing, and climate change are placing immense stress on marine ecosystems, and the need for action has never been more urgent. Pollution in the ocean. Plastic pollution is among the ocean's most serious challenges. Discarded plastic waste harms countless marine species, many of which either ingest debris or become entangled in it. Alarmingly, pollution isn't limited to surface waters. It has been found even in the deepest parts of the ocean, where it continues to cause long-term ecological damage. Addressing this issue requires both cleanup initiatives and global efforts to prevent further waste from entering marine environments. One particularly alarming example is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, a massive accumulation of plastic waste spanning an area roughly twice the size of Texas. It consists of floating debris and tiny microplastics that pose deadly risks to marine life. Creatures mistake the plastics for food or become ensnared, often with fatal consequences. Overfishing and its effects. Overfishing is another major threat to the health of our oceans. Many fish species are being harvested faster than they can naturally reproduce, leading to population crashes and the disruption of entire marine food chains. This not only affects biodiversity but also threatens local economies and global food security. Sustainable fishing practices are essential to prevent long-term damage and to support ocean-dependent communities. Climate change. A triple threat. Climate change is compounding existing problems, leading to coral bleaching, ocean acidification, and rising sea temperatures. Coral bleaching happens when warming waters cause corals to expel the algae they depend on for survival, leaving them vulnerable and often leading to mass die-offs. These coral reefs support thousands of marine species, and their decline poses a threat to global biodiversity. Ocean acidification is another concern. As the ocean absorbs more carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, it forms carbonic acid, which lowers the pH of seawater. This change makes it harder for shell-forming creatures like corals, clams, and some plankton to build and maintain their shells, threatening the entire marine food web. Ghost nets. Invisible killers. Ghost nets, abandoned, lost, or discarded fishing gear, are an often overlooked hazard. These nets continue to catch and kill marine animals long after they've been discarded, a process known as ghost fishing. They also damage delicate environments like coral reefs by tangling and breaking coral structures, further reducing biodiversity in these already fragile ecosystems. The call to action. From deep-sea mysteries to environmental threats, the ocean remains one of Earth's most complex frontiers. While curiosity drives us to explore and uncover its secrets, we must also take responsibility for protecting it. Advancements in science and technology offer hope, but only if paired with strong environmental policies and global cooperation. The health of the ocean is directly tied to the health of our planet. As we continue to explore its depths, whether to solve centuries-old mysteries or to search for life beyond Earth, we must also act to ensure that what we discover is not lost to the damage we cause. The future of the sea, and perhaps of life itself, depends on the choices we make today. The impact of pollution on marine ecosystems. Pollution is a major threat to ocean health, directly caused by human activity. Its effects ripple through marine ecosystems, disrupting food chains and endangering the survival of aquatic species. The resulting damage weakens ocean biodiversity and impacts the global climate system. Addressing these challenges through stronger environmental policies and individual action has never been more critical. The health of our oceans is inseparable from the health of the planet. As pollution, overfishing, and climate change continue to degrade marine environments, ocean conservation efforts have become more vital than ever. Protecting the biodiversity of the seas ensures the sustainability of the resources that billions of people rely on. In response, innovative technologies are being deployed to monitor, understand, and protect vulnerable ocean regions. Technological advancements in marine conservation. One of the most urgent areas of focus in marine conservation is the protection of coral reefs, some of the most biodiverse and productive ecosystems on Earth. Scientists now use advanced underwater vehicles equipped with cameras and sensors to monitor reef health. These technologies provide real-time data on environmental stressors like warming waters and ocean acidification, enabling timely interventions that can help prevent further damage. In addition to reef monitoring, deep-sea exploration technologies are rapidly evolving. Autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs, and remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, now allow scientists to reach extreme ocean depths and study previously inaccessible regions. These tools gather vital information on marine populations, habitat conditions, and pollution levels, data essential for sustainable fishing practices and long-term ocean health. Exploring the ocean's deepest frontiers. The development of advanced submersibles like Orpheus, capable of withstanding the immense pressure and darkness of the ocean's deepest areas, is opening new frontiers in ocean exploration. These missions help scientists study seafloor geology, discover new marine species, and understand life in extreme environments. Insights gained from these expeditions are not only reshaping our understanding of Earth's ecosystems but are also influencing astrobiology. Studying how deep-sea creatures survive in harsh environments offers valuable parallels for the search for life on other planets. Technological solutions for ocean cleanup. Technological innovation is also key to tackling the escalating issue of ocean pollution. GPS tracking and marking systems are now used to prevent fishing nets from being lost at sea. If a net does go missing, these systems make recovery possible. At the same time, better regulation, education, and sustainable fishing practices are helping to reduce improper waste disposal. Public awareness campaigns and international cooperation are driving more responsible industrial and consumer behavior. Projects like the Ocean Cleanup are deploying massive barrier systems to collect plastic waste, especially in areas like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, where ocean currents concentrate debris over thousands of square miles. These efforts mark crucial steps in addressing marine pollution on a global scale. Innovation under pressure. Challenges of deep-sea technology. Exploring the deep sea comes with immense technical challenges. The environment demands continual innovation in robotics, artificial intelligence, and materials science. As exploration ventures push deeper, the safety and effectiveness of these missions depend on our ability to adapt and engineer new solutions. Deep-sea exploration wasn't always so technologically advanced. The modern era of oceanography began with the HMS Challenger expedition, 1872 to 1876. A British Royal Navy mission that systematically studied the ocean floor for the first time. The ship was equipped with early sounding devices, collecting data on ocean depth, temperature, and biodiversity across nearly 70,000 nautical miles of travel through the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. Among the expedition's most important discoveries was the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench, the deepest known point in the ocean. This historic find transformed our understanding of the deep sea. Scientists like Charles Wyville Thomson and John Murray led the collection of over 4,000 new marine species and created the foundation for modern marine biology and oceanography. From the HMS Challenger to the Deep Sea Challenger. The legacy of the HMS Challenger continued into the 21st century with explorer and filmmaker James Cameron's 2012 solo descent into the Challenger Deep. Piloting the Deep Sea Challenger, Cameron reached a depth of nearly 35,787 feet, becoming the first person to complete a solo dive to this remote location. His mission collected scientific data and specimens, furthering our understanding of one of Earth's least explored regions. Looking ahead. A shared responsibility. From early scientific voyages to modern robotic submersibles, our exploration of the ocean continues to evolve. As we unlock its secrets, we must also protect its future. Ocean conservation, driven by cutting-edge technology and global collaboration, is crucial not just for marine life, but for the sustainability of life on Earth. Whether addressing plastic pollution, managing fisheries, or exploring uncharted depths, the future of ocean science depends on a balance between discovery and responsibility. The ocean's mysteries may never be fully solved, but our stewardship can ensure that its wonders endure for generations to come. The Deep Sea Challenger, a new chapter in ocean exploration. The Deep Sea Challenger was a technological marvel, purpose-built to endure the crushing pressures of the deep ocean, over 1,000 times greater than those at sea level. Outfitted with high-resolution cameras and advanced scientific instruments, the submersible carried filmmaker and explorer James Cameron to the Challenger Deep, the deepest known point in Earth's oceans. Cameron's historic 2012 dive opened a new chapter in ocean exploration, providing unprecedented data and igniting global curiosity about the mysterious world below. The images from the dive revealed a stark, barren landscape, nearly devoid of visible life. Yet this seemingly lifeless environment offered critical insights into the geology and oxygen-deprived ecosystems of the deep sea. Beyond reaching an extreme depth, Cameron's mission also served as a testbed for cutting-edge submersible technology. The innovations in the Deep Sea Challenger's design laid the groundwork for future research vehicles capable of exploring Earth's most inhospitable marine environments. Project Famous, unlocking the secrets of the seafloor. Long before Cameron's descent, a pivotal effort in deep-sea research emerged in the early 1970s. Project Famous, French-American mid-ocean undersea study. This groundbreaking international collaboration focused on the mid-ocean ridge and its rift valley in the Atlantic Ocean, aiming to investigate the process of seafloor spreading, a central concept in the theory of plate tectonics. Using manned submersibles such as Alvin and Sienna, scientists collected rock samples, observed the creation of new oceanic crust, and directly witnessed the formation of hydrothermal vents. These vents hosted entire ecosystems sustained by chemosynthesis, a process powered by geothermal energy instead of sunlight. This discovery revolutionized our understanding of life on Earth and validated the theory of plate tectonics. Project Famous revealed the intricate links between geology and biology, offering a glimpse into how dynamic Earth processes shape and sustain life deep within the ocean.